What's up, country friend? This guy's Godzilla 1090. Sorry to say today for a brand new review. And today, we're talking about one of the most anticipated figures of the year 2024, most anticipated movie of the year 2023, best movie 2023 issue, if you ask more. Today, we're going to talk about the X Plus 30 centimeter 2003 Godzilla from Godzilla Minus One. Yes. This thing is... it's been a long time waiting, guys. Yes, it's only been a year. Not that long, but I was really excited for this release. It's probably one of my... because I think this was probably my second most anticipated release of this year. So really am happy that I finally have this in hand. Took a little bit long. Got mine about a week after everybody else did, which is fine. I ain't tripping about that. I was just excited to finally get my figure, and to finally have this thing in hand is just phenomenal. But of course, before we get into the figure, we'll talk about the box a little bit, which y'all know me in boxes. This style of box I absolutely hate. This is so lazy to me. All this is a silhouette of Godzilla. The Minus One logo, which that's pretty cool. Of course, it's got the Ric voice. You'll see the Ric feature in the video. And of course, a 30 centimeters 2023 Minus One Godzilla. The 70th anniversary logo right here. Godzilla's logo right there. Of course, the Baron Presto Namco up there, and X Plus Garage toy kit. Nothing on the sides, nothing on the back. And I get it. I mean, really, most of the Xbox versions are pretty much brown anyways. But this one's just black and brown. Like, the last few releases we've gotten have all been colorful. Of course, the Yuji Sakai, the Super Toho, the the FSL, all those, the FSL 84, all those have been bright, colorful boxes. I don't remember what the FSL gigantic Burning Godzilla was. Not gigantic, but the Burning Godzilla was. I forgot what that box looked like. I can't remember off the top of my head, to be honest with you. But I hate this style of box. I really do. And honestly, if I wasn't getting ready to move again soon, I'd throw this away in the trash. But for now, let's get out of my way for this video and go ahead and pull the camera up close and personal. You get a better look at these wonderful and definitely in contention for figure of the year figure, Godzilla Minus One. Thank you.
And here he is, the 30 centimeter Godzilla Minus One from, obviously, Godzilla Minus One. Now, this figure is absolutely phenomenal. X Plus did a banger job putting this together. They did an amazing job. I can't say that enough. Even off rip, you can already see that. Even, of course, I know how detailed X Plus is, but with the paint app, I love this paint app because you can really see all the different colors that this Godzilla does have. Of course, when Godzilla is injured in the battle with the humans, you can see the different colors on where he was actually hurt at. Of course, on the top left cheek, when that mine blew up on his mouth, you'll be able to see the scar there. Of course, when he got blasted by the Satsuma on his chest, you can see that wound there is very prevalent, and really makes this thing stand out a lot more versus the regular charcoal black we always get. And of course, I know I had to get the Ric with the painted blue dorsal plates because I love the painted blue dorsal plates. I know of course I'm sick of light up, so I'm glad that X Plus went this route instead of the light up route, because these do look really good. Now, one thing that I forgot if it was Eric or Joe when we opened ours together and gave our initial thoughts on this thing. They did say that it was like that last dorsal place kind of too far forward, and that probably should be back a little bit more. I can see that argument, but it doesn't really bother me. And of course, looking at the dorsal plates, of course, whenever Godzilla is charging his atomic breath in this movie, they all protrude up. I do wish that X Plus would have done that with all the dorsal plates, because you see it only starts right there at that middle one on the bottom. You can see some of the other ones, they all starting to protrude up. But I mean, really, it was most of Godzilla's dorsal plates that did it in the movie. I don't know, maybe they was worried about breakage if they did that for all the dorsal plates, possibly. But still, I feel like they should have definitely took that little extra step to make all the dorsal plates come out of his back. But again, that's just a smaller nitpick I have, if I have any. And he's a chunky boy too. I honestly don't remember minus one Godzilla being this chunky. Granted, it doesn't bother me too much, so I'm actually okay with it. Of course, you can see the blue in his mouth as he's getting ready to release his dorsal plate. Jesus, his atomic breath, to blow up, the cause destruction as this Godzilla does, because this Godzilla is nothing but a walking disaster waiting to happen. And I am curious, do y'all think this Godzilla should have been an more open mouth Godzilla? I love Godzilla minus one for closed mouth, but I don't know. Tell me what you think. And of course, this is with of course, for the first size comparison. This, you can see his chunkiness is going to be with the 2022 Gigan. Now, as you see, these two do look great together. When it comes to Godzilla having to fight another foe, of course, I do want Godzilla to fight Ingress again, but if Godzilla ever had to fight this version of Gigan, I think that'd be pretty cool. Actually, they actually do look pretty good together, to be honest. And I don't know. I don't know how that fight would go, honestly. But of course, although this is only the first size comparison, I am gonna do a couple more just so you can see the chunkiness of this Godzilla. Because again, this man is pretty chunky, and he actually does look good with a lot of other figures. But this is my most recent acquisition besides minus one Godzilla, so I definitely want to have a chance to show Gigan off with Godzilla. I mean, like I mentioned, these to me they look great together. But of course, coming up next for the size comparison, it's probably one of my thicker Godzillas. It's going to be the 1995 Rebirth Godzilla, and of course, you see how chunky they both are next to each other. Both of them are pretty chunky figures, and they both do look incredible together. And minus one isn't. I think they're about roughly the same height, actually. So this actually is one of the bigger X Plus figures in X Plus history, honestly. As far as 30 centimeters go, there are a lot there, and there is still the task of the 1967 Godzilla. But I don't have that in hand, so I can't tell you how tall it is compared to that. But we know that the 95 V-Borf scope is one of the bigger ones in X Plus. So you see the minus one does stack up to that pretty well. Both of them are pretty much just as big as each other, to be honest. I mean, really between the two, you can't go wrong with either one of them. And of course, I had to bring out the Cybot Godzilla, as this figure also came out earlier this year, and this is going to be, to me, the figure of the year discussion that's really going to be going head to head. Of course, the burning 95 from Black Dragon, that's also going to be in the competition as well. But for me, these are my top two contenders for each other. I really do love the Cybot, but the minus one Godzilla is also incredible. The fight between these two is going to be very close, and I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to be honest if either one of these win. I want the Cybot to win, but as you see, they both do look incredible to the incarnations of Godzilla that they are. So I wouldn't be upset if either one of these figures won Figure of the Year. But all right, that's all I got for y'all guys. I guess I'll pull the camera back and then give y'all my final thoughts on this review. Thank you.
And we're back. And that's my review on the 30 centimeter 2023 Godzilla from Godzilla Minus One. Again, this figure is a absolute beast. Definitely more than I expected, as chunky as this big boy is. But honestly, I do like the chunkiness. I need to be but I've already seen Minus One 5 times since it came out at theaters, twice since it's been on Netflix. But I don't know if I need to watch it again, just to see if I can see how if he really is as chunky in this set. If this boy is this chunky in the movie versus the actual figure. I feel like he's not as chunky, but honestly, it's really a good look for him, to be honest. Of course, I've already said everything about this guy. There's not really much to say except for, of course, I'm excited. This is my third minus one Godzilla in my collection. Of course, I know I have the little brand Prestar Chibi Godzilla. Forgot what review I did that in. I know I did do a review of that by itself. I think I did it with the SH Monster Arts, which I have. The SH Monster Arts, I've had that too, but since then I sold it off to get the the Ichiban Yuji Sakai -1 Godzilla, which also looks phenomenal as well. And of course, you saw that in size comparisons of the different proportions it is, but both figures are absolutely stunning and incredible in their own right. So I am, as you see, I really do love -1 Godzilla. As far as favorite suits go, that I have not figured out yet. I know this is definitely booked into my top 5 of favorite Godzilla films of all time. It's the only thing that's above it is 84, 85, 89, and 64A. Those are the only movies that are above -1 for me right now. But as far as suits, I still don't know where to put it yet. I don't know, maybe a couple of days of having my collection, or maybe a few months of having it and actually looking at it versus all the other suits I have. Because I honestly do have every single one of my favorite iterations of Godzilla. So maybe comparing him to those different suits, maybe that'll give me a clear and better idea on where he sits amongst all those monstrous figures. But I guess I'll give my thoughts on that at a later time. Of course, thank y'all for watching this review. If you haven't yet, make sure to if you please like, share, subscribe to this YouTube channel and all my other socials, as well as TikTok and Instagram, while I'm doing my figure photography, of course. And of course, if you haven't joined us on Monsters of Attitude, definitely like and subscribe to us there on YouTube. Also, all of our socials there: Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, Twitter, and I also have a Twitter for my YouTube channel as well. I'm not active on it really, but it's there if you want to be in there. Yeah, and of course, at the time of this recording, we actually will be almost. I'll be almost a week out of leaving to go to Chicago for my day at G Fest. Can't wait for the weekend at G Fest. So I'm looking forward to seeing everybody there. If y'all see me there, excuse my resting bitch face. I promise I'm friendlier than I look sometimes. I'm definitely friendlier than I look. But yeah, definitely stop me, say hi, tell me what's up. Show me some of the figures you got. Let's have some discussions. I'm probably running around all weekend, but I definitely want to take time to be able to hang out with some of y'all and to talk some Godzilla, of course, and these lovely figures that we all love to have. And I guess that's it. So until then, I hope you have a fantastic night, Kaiju family.